I know sometimes it's hard to embrace technology, especially when it comes to finances. We hold finances so dear and close to our heart or close to the vest, especially with the money talk taboo that's still going on. Financial advisors in the field, some are very resistant around the new technology. And if you've been following me this month in my firm's theme of technology and finance, you know that I personally and professionally have a love-hate relationship with it. But when I think about finance and I think about fintech and I think about these advancements, it really does seem to mirror somewhat of what's happened in the medical field, where historically we'd go to a doctor who was a generalist and he would do an assessment and prescribe medication. And then we started going to specialists over time. And so you'd go somewhere for your skin, you'd go somewhere for your if you had back problems or a heart problem. And so we got very specialized. But you still would go to that expert and they would give you their expert opinion. Then all of a sudden, something like WebMD came on the market. And so no longer did you have to wait for your appointment to try to figure out what was wrong with you. You got to scroll through a variety of different symptoms and decide, oh, maybe that's what's wrong with me. And you would either treat yourself at home or you'd go to a physician based on what you found out online. Now, certainly there's pros and cons to that. If you are a little anxious about your health, you know that sometimes Googling on WebMD is not the best for your mental health. But anyway, I digress. Now think about the finance field. We used to go to stockbrokers to be able to tell us what investments we should pick. And then all of a sudden we realized, oh, there's more to investments than that. And the financial planning industry was created. And so we went to investment professionals when it came to investing. We went to financial planners if we wanted to make a financial plan. The world of money psychology has evolved. And so we'd go to a money psychologist or a wealth counselor if we wanted to work on how we thought and felt about money. And so very similar to the medical field, it went from kind of this general concept of this one expert taking care of us to going to all of these specialties. And then lo and behold, there was this thing called financial technology, which is very similar to WebMD. You could go online, you could figure out what your symptoms were or what you were looking for in your investing, and then you could make some choices. And so you could then start to self-identify and self-prescribe. And so that made financial advisors, at least initially, very anxious. It also opened up the financial services market to a variety of people that didn't meet the minimums of these investment firms or these stockbrokers or these financial planners. So just like with WebMD, it kind of opened up a world of healthcare to people who may not have accessed it before. The financial technology has done a similar thing. It's opening up to the world of people that may not have been able to benefit before. Now, similar to treating yourself, it's not always great to treat yourself financially either. You really need to think about what makes sense for me. So this month at KBK Wealth Connection, we've spent a lot of time thinking about what are our favorite apps that save us money, how do we use financial technology in our lives, what do we love about it, what do we hate about it. And I want you to start to think about, okay, if we look at medicine and we look at what's happened with medicine and WebMD and other websites and apps that are similar to that, it is a very similar phenomenon that's going in financial services. In fact, I don't know about you, but when I go to my doctor, I often receive my follow-up information through an app on my phone. I like it. It's easy. It's time effective. I can communicate directly with her. There's no screening of my emails to my physician. And so and it speeds up the process. I think a very, very similar thing happens with financial technology. I know that technology helps me reach out to my financial advisor quicker to be able to see all my accounts in one place. If I want to use certain tools, it can help me save money, track things, whatever. And all of that, I think, is very, very useful. I think the part that gets scary is when it doesn't work or when we go a little bit too far in the do-it-yourself area. Just like you wouldn't want to treat your own heart attack, you don't want to treat yourself or make decisions around something that you're overly emotional about, and that often is your money. So I am a big proponent at combining the two, of having really great financial services professionals who can have meaningful conversations. I help them figure out how to do that, how to become more comfortable, how to explore people's money psychology, how to explore and understand their own insights about money so they can help people more. But in addition to that, I also think technology is key and so important in saving time, energy, and money. It speeds things up, it broadens it out to a greater population. And so I don't think it's all good or all bad. I think it's really a mixed bag, and that each and every one of us as consumers get to decide how much of a personal touch do I want? How much do I want technology in my financial life? And what is the perfect blend for me in my life right now in that regard? Very similar to what we probably unconsciously do when it comes to our healthcare and the blend between the technology that we're using and seeking out medical services. So hopefully that parallel makes sense to you. I think the financial service industry is going to continue to adapt and evolve and get better and better at the technology. And based on my last doctor's visit, they're still trying to perfect the medical technology as well. But technology, like it or not, love it or hate it, is here to stay. So let's embrace it. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Do me a favor, write something in the comment section below and let me know what you think about financial technology. Maybe it's an app that you really like, or the fact that you can't stand it and you think it's really a bad thing. Or you can shoot an email to me at kbk@kbkwealthconnection.com, or follow me on Twitter and do either direct message or just tag me on what your thoughts are about this video at KBK Speaks. I would love to know more of what your thoughts are. And my hope is this fall I'll be able to explore technology and the connection between technology and financial services a little bit more on my podcast, Breaking Money Silence, which is on iTunes. And you also can go to my website at breakingmoneysilence.com/podcast and sign up to receive the latest updates. So, this was a long video for me. I'm usually a little shorter than this, but I felt like I wanted to explore it a little bit with you. So let me know what your thoughts are. And remember, with any technology, with any advancement in any field, there's always a little pushback, and then we move forward, and usually we move forward better as a result of having it. So let me know your thoughts, and I'm going to go back to being technology free here on my lovely deck. Until next time.